Good day. Today our lesson is about environmental problems and issues for coastal and marine zones, offshore mining, and nuclear plants. This is our agenda for today. For the introduction, coastal and marine zones. These cover about 10% of ocean area, and it contains about 90% of all marine species. These include estuaries, coastal marshes, mangrove forests, and coral reefs. First, what is an estuary? So an estuary is a partially enclosed coastal water body where fresh water from rivers and streams mixes with salt water from the sea or ocean. So this is a nursing ground for young marine lives. Coastal marshes. Flooded coastal wetland that are drained by tides, and this is also nursing ground for young marine lives. It supports many diverse plants and animals. Next we have mangrove forest, so group of trees and shrubs that live in the coastal intertidal zone. Mangroves provide essential habitat for thousands of species. They also stabilize shorelines, preventing erosion and protecting the land and the people who live there from waves and storms. Coral reef. The reefs are formed from colonies of coral polyps held together by calcium carbonate. It supports approximately 25% of all known marine species. So let's go now to environmental problems and issues of coastal and marine zones. First, we have offshore mining in Honda Bay, Palawan. Palawan Quicksilver Mines Incorporated. So PQMI has an abandoned mercury mine. So they mined cinnabar or mercuric sulfide. So cinnabar mine tailing with high levels of mercury, which is higher than the global background. Mercury is a toxic metal, so it can kill marine lives. Mercury can also build up in marine lives and enter the food web. So next we have nuclear power plant. We have here Batoan nuclear power plant. So one of the reasons why this nuclear power plant is not in service today is because it is near a volcano, so 5.5 kilometers away. That can cause earthquakes that can trigger its meltdown. The radon emissions here are as high as 22,000 becquerel per cubic meter against background values of 2,000 to 4,000 becquerel per cubic meters only. So there is a very high discrepancy. If marine lives are exposed to nuclear materials, they can be killed, create bizarre mutations in their offspring, or passing radioactive material up the food web. For the management, strategies, success stories, and best practices, the first, again, we have water quality and monitoring, the Philippine Clean Water Act of 2004 by DENR and EMB. This is to protect the country's bodies of water from pollution. And we have the water quality monitoring manual. One success story is the Bangrin Mangrove Farm in Bani, Pangasinan. So local government officials and community members requested funding from DENR to buy propagules for expansion of their remaining mangrove area of only 1 hectare and promised to supply labor as counterpart. In 1996, the mangrove site won the Best Community-Based Coastal Project award. And then we have International Coastal Cleanup. So in partnership with volunteer organizations and individuals around the globe, the International Coastal Cleanup, or ICC, engages people to remove trash from the world's beaches and waterways. Thanks to volunteers around the world, the ICC has become a beacon of hope, leading and inspiring action in support of our ocean. So in last 2015, Philippines was number one in terms of volunteers. So for our best practices, we have Philippine Coastal Resource Management. So this is for planning, implementing, monitoring the sustainable use of coastal resources. So Philippine Coastal Resource Management is about the sustainable use and management of coastal resources. For our conclusions, coastal and marine zones. We must protect coastal and marine zones from pollution for them to be more sustainable. Awareness and participation of all stakeholders for the successful rehabilitation and conservation of coastal and marine zones. So these are the references, and have any questions, comments, suggestions, just put it in the comment section below. Thank you.